infinite. I can make it as small as I want.
Yeah.
Okay, now you can make as subtle as you care to make within each of the chakras. So there's a Vishnu Granthi, and there's a Shiv Granthi, there's a Prem Granthi, and we're cutting all the Granthis, all the knots. We cut them all and become free from bondage. So Devi Gita is saying, if you concentrate on these 6, you will be able to make the journey.
Yeah.
And you don't need all the others. If you want, you can enjoy all the others. But if you concentrate on these 6, from the Muladhara to the Swadhisthana, Manipur, the Anahat, to the Vishuddha, the Adya Chakra, to the Sahasrara, it's enough to make your Kundalini rise.
Yeah.
Now, if you want, you can add the Rodini chakra and the Kailash chakra and any number of different points in between. But how many stops do you want to make? When you go from your home to Delhi, you have the goal of getting to Delhi. When you don't want to stop at Faridabad, you don't want to stop at Gurgaon, you don't want to stop at every city along the way.
Yeah.
You want to go straight to Delhi. Now they are telling you that in the way to the Sahasrara, you will cross the Vishnu Granthi. And that's good information. I know I'm on the right path.
Yeah.
But it's not necessary in order to get to Delhi.
Okay.
Okay? It's good knowledge.
Thank you.
But it's not the only knowledge. We can make a shukshma, jitne chahiye. Parantu, it's going to be, your lakshya is Delhi. Here our lakshya is Sahasrara.
Yeah.
So there are millions of places I could stop along the way. But I don't want to stop. I want to make the whole journey. Okay?
Thank you, Swamiji.
Yes. There is a Vishnu Granthi. And there are many others as well.
Yeah.
But Devi Gita is saying, concentrate on these 6 and we will get to where we go. Now, we just finished chapter 9. And chapter 9 said there are 4 kinds of sadhus.
Yeah.
There, according to the 3 gunas, there's a tamasic sadhu who says, I'm devoted to you and I want you to destroy other people because of my devotion. There's a rajasic sadhu who says, I am devoted to you. I'm giving you my bhakti. I want to gain where I'm not otherwise entitled to gain. I want to get the benefit of someone else's karma. I don't like my own. There's a sattvic sadhu who says, I want to purify myself so that I'm capable of sitting next to the Divine Mother. And there is the sadhu of Pura Bhakti. And Pura Bhakti says, I just love you. I don't want anything. I just want to be in love with you and I want to stay in love with you. And just give me that blessing, Mother. I don't want anything else. All I want is the privilege to be in love with you. Now, tamasic bhakti does not lead to parabhakti. I'm always thinking of other people and how I can bring their downfall. Rajasic bhakti does not lead to parabhakti. I'm always thinking of myself. I want more. I'm not satisfied. I should have the fruit of someone else's karma. Who's the most wealthy, powerful person in the world? I want that karma. And then sattvic karma says, make me an instrument of your peace. Make me a pure vessel so I can contain your guna, your qualities completely. And Pada Bhakti says, Mom, everything I want. I get to sing to you. I get to chant to you. I get to translate and explain your mantras. What more could I want in life? I need 2 chapatis and I need a place to put my head at night and lie down, and then I can dream about you. And Chandi Patam Divaratrao Kuriya Devanda Sanshaya. Whoever can do the Chandi Pat in the day and in the night, he becomes divine without a doubt. Nasanshaya, without a doubt. So that's the Pada Bhakti. And then she went on to say that the guy at Pada Bhakti, he just wants to sing and to dance and to translate Sanskrit. And he sings loudly and he's happy and he loves his life. And that's where we want to go. So it's nice to know there's a Vishnu Granthi that has to be cut, and there's a Shiv Granthi that has to be cut. But it's enough to know that she's given us this path. And if we take step by step and move this energy along the path, we will get to the shikar, to the summit. And then all is filled with light. All is full of devotion. And that was the essence of chapter 9. I could go on about chapter 9 for a long time because that's really my favorite chapter that describes what is the attitude of a person who has only love for God. And that's us. In the morning, we come to be with the Guru. And in the evening, we come to be with the Guru. And in between, we stay with the Guru. And what a privilege to lead such a life. Now, Srima has come to join us. And we're almost ready to be in our discussion of chapter 10.
Pranam.
Pranam. It's Horish, Mama. And this camera doesn't want to cooperate. Namaste, everybody.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Srimateshwari and Ambe and Charles. And somebody's got, they look a lot like Swami. I wonder who that could be. Namaste, Kripananda.
Namaste, Swamiji.
Namaste. Today we're going to start chapter 10, and this is a fun chapter too. I like chapter 9 the best. Let me set up Srima's iPad first and put her in the right place. All right, this is Chandi Sanskrit, and here is Devi Gita. Boom. There's chapter 10, and let's see if we can put that right over there. Perfect. And we'll set up another iPad for someone else. And there we are, ready to begin chapter 10. Oh, namaste. Himalaya Uvacha. And the Himalaya said, Kati Stanani Devesi. Oh, Supreme Goddess Devesi, or Supreme Goddess of the Gods. Drashtam Yani Mehitale. Explain those places that are most worthy to be seen. Drashtam Yani, which are worthy to be seen. Mehitale, the greatest on the earth. The Mukyani cha Pavitrani, the best Mukyani cha, and most pure Pavitrani, those plural Pavitra, they are pure. Most beloved places of the goddess Devi Priya Tamani cha. You explain to me the places you love, Mama. You have to. There you are. Oh, Supreme Goddess, explain those places that are most worthy to be seen. The best and most pure, most beloved places of the goddess. Number 2, Mratanya Pitatanyani. Tushti Danyutsabapi. The vows, the what? Api, and festivals, etc. Yani Tushtadan, which bring to you the greatest pleasure, Utsava, all the festivals, Api, Tatsadabang Badame, Mata, hey mom, tell me, Badame, Sadabang Tat, all of that. Krita, Krityo, Yato Nara. All the various performances, Krita, Krityo, Yato Nara, human beings should do when they get there at these wonderful places of pilgrimage. What do we want to do? And see, Devi Gita, the respected supreme divinity, the goddess said. Number 3. Sarvandrishyam Mamastanam. All that is perceived is my place. Sarvang, all this young that is perceived, that you see through the senses, Mama, my stana is my place. Sarve Kala, the Tatmaka, every moment of time is the time of my vow. My vrat can be celebrated Sarve Kala at any time. Utsava Sarva Kaleshu. Festivals are at every time. Sarva Kaleshu, in every time. Kal means time. Sarva, all. Yatoham. Sarva Rupini, because Yato Aham, I. Sarva Rupini, I am the form of all. So where can you go without celebrating me? And when can you go there? Tata api vatsalyat. Kimchit, because of love and acceptance of your devotion, you are Bhakta Vatsala. You are Bhakta Vatsala, you are filled with devotion. My child is coming to me full of devotion. Kimchit, I will tell you something, a little bit. I'm going to speak to you. Sri Bushma Bhakito Bhutmwa. I will tell you something. Listen, O King of Mountains, Nagaraja. Put your mama to my words. 5, Kolapuram Mahastanam. Kolapur is a great place of pilgrimage. We were there a couple of months ago. Mahastanam Yatra Lakshmi Sada Sita, where Lakshmi Sada Sita always lives. She's there in Kolapur. Matakupuram Vitiyam Cha. Renuka Dishtitambara Matupura is the second place where Renuka dwells supremely. Verse 6, Tuljapuram, Tritiyam Sad. We went there just
Ah.
after Kolhapur. It's right next to Tuljapur. Tritiyam Sad. Saptasringam Tate Bacha. Saptasringa is just up the road, about 90 kilometers away from here. When you come to Goti, you will visit Triambakeshwar, Bhushmeshwar, Saptasringi, and then you'll go to Kolhapur and Tuljapur is the third place, and then Saptasringa, the great place of Hingulaj, or Hingula, and then Jwalamukhi, which is in Himachal foothills. Jwalamukhi, it's where there's gas coming out of the rocks of the earth, and they're all lit with fire. And so there's Akanda Dweep. There's a volcano in the bottom, and then in the sides of the mountain, there are eternal lights that are burning, and then there's a Shila in the middle. Now lives in London, or no, just outside of London. He's in Manchester, and he's in his family is pujaris in Hingulaj in Pakistan. There's a Hingulaj in Pakistan. It's actually in it's about 6 hours from Karachi in Baluchistan. Just on the border of Baluchistan and the Karachi district. And then Jwalamukhi, which is in Himachal, Shakambhori Paramsthanam, the supreme place of Shakambhori, and the excellent place of Brahmori, Sthanam Uttamam, Brahmorya the place of the respected Sri Raktadantika. That's a name for Kali, Sri Raktadantika Sthanam, Durga Sthanam, and then the place of Durga. Vinyachalani Vasisyan. Oh, in Vindhyachal, in the Vindhyachal mountains, if you make a triangle between Kashi, between Benares and what do they call it now? Prayagraj, Prayag. They call it Prayagraj now? Huh? It was called Prayag before. And then the third point to the south will be Vindhyavasini. Vinyachalani Vasinya, I dwell in Vindhyachal as Vindhyavasini, the most excellent places. Sthanam Sarva Uttamam, the great place. It's the most excellent of excellent places. Vindhya, she who bows with the humility of knowledge. And we had a great saint in Bengal. Even his name was Vidyasagar, and he proclaimed the great proverb in Bengali. Actually, it's Sanskrit. Satya Vidya Binoy. The true knowledge confers humility. And Vidya is the knowledge which grants humility. Annapurna Mahasthanam. Annapurna is just down the street from Vishwanath in Benares. Annapurna Mahasthanam, Kanchi Puranam Uttamam, Kanchipuram in the south, and the excellent Kanchipuram in the south. Bhima Devya, Paramsthanam, the supreme place of Bhima Devi. Bhimala Sthanam Evacha is also the place of Bhimala, who is always pure. The great place of Sri Chandrala, Chandrala Mahasthanam, Koshiki Sthanam Evacha, and the place of Koshiki. Remember, he comes in the 5th chapter of Chandi, she who comes from within. She's within the kosh. We had the 5 koshes: Annamai, Pranamai, Manamai, Vijnanamai, Anandamai, and Koshiki is she who comes within. She dwells within the kosh. Koshikastanam Evacha. Number 10, Nilambaya Paramstanam. Nila Parvata Mastake. The place of Nilamba, on the top of Nila Parvat, the Blue Mountains. And those are the mountain range on which Kamakya is seated. Nila Parvat Nibasine. Jambudaneshwar Istanam. Tata Srinagarang Shubham. And there are 3 Srinagars. One is in Uttar Pradesh. What do they call that now? They call that Uttarakhand. Sorry about that. They changed the map of India from when I got here. And then there's another in Srinagar in Kashmir. And there's a third one. There's a third Srinagar in UP, in the foothills of UP, in Kumaon district. Guya Kalya Mahastanam. Nepali Yat Patistitam. In Nepal, just opposite from the Bhagirath River, just across the river from Pashupatinath is Guya Kali. And just across the river, beautiful temple. They wouldn't let me in because of my skin color. And so I sat on the step in front of the entry, and Mom made puja to me. And I sang the Chandi Pot. One of our great pujas. Nepalaya Pratistitam, which is established in Nepal. Meenakshi Paramangstanam, and the supreme place of Meenakshi, established in Chidambaram. Yacha Proktan Chidambare. In the south is the Chidambar, and there's Meenakshi Mandir. Number 12. Kedaranyang Mahastanang, the great place named Vedaranyang Mahastanang Sundarya Samadhistitam Ekambaram Mahastanam Parashakya Pratishtitam, and the great place of Ekambara, where Parashakti has been established. Madalasa Paramstanang Yogeshwarya Statebacha Tatanira Saraswatya Stanang Chine Shubhisratama, the supreme place of Madalasa, and that of Yogeshwari. And then there's the place of Nira Saraswati, which is now located in China. Now, I had to do a lot of geographical sleuthing in order to find out which is in China, which is in Pakistan, and which is in Bangladesh. Baidyanath Chabadala. In Baidyanath, there is the excellent place of Bagala, the supreme place of Sri Bhuvaneshwari, Moni Dvipa, where I am remembered. Is Bhagalastanang Sarabhotamang Matam. It is of all the excellent places, it is remembered as the excellent Baidyanath. And there's 3 Baidyanaths. There's one Baidyanath in Kumaon district in UP. There's one Baidyanath in Ranchi in Bihar. And there's a third Baidyanath in Himachal. Sri Bhuvaneshwari. There's a Bhuvaneshwari at the top of Kamakya Mountain, near Parvat, Bhuvaneshwari, where Parvati made the yajna in the Bhuvaneshwari temple. Just outside in the sadhu's ashram, the yajna was led by Parvati. Where I am remembered. 15, Srimat Tripura Vairagya Kamakya, Yoni Mandalam, the place of Srimad Tripura Bhairavi, Kamakya Yoni Mandala, which is the jewel of all places on the earth, Bhumandale, and all the places of the Kshetra Ratnam, the jewel of all the places, Mahamaya Basita, where Mahamaya always dwells, Natahaparatram Sthanam. There is no other place superior to this on the face of the earth. Naata, there is no other Parastaram Sthanam. Prachidasti Daratare, on the face of the earth, which is superior to the stan Parataram Naata. Pratimasangma Devi. Every month, the goddess actually experiences Yatra Sakshat Rajospala, her course of menstruation here. And in June, they close the temple for Ambavachi. Ambavachi is the festival of the menstruation of the Divine Mother, and they wrap a white sari around the three stones. They wrap a white sari around the three stones, and they lock the temple for 3 days, and no one is allowed inside. And the Devi is left all by herself, and everyone sits outside and chants the Chandi like Srima and I did. And then they open up the temple on the 4th day, and there's a red sari that's wrapped around the goddess. And they take the pieces of that sari and they cut it up into little pieces, and then they give it to the sadhus who make amulets from it. And we make a kabach or tagaj from the Raktabastra. It's a very famous, actually what they do first, they send the whole sari to the king of Coach Bihar, just outside of Kolkata on the border of Bangladesh and West Bengal. And the king of Coach Bihar makes a turban out of the sari, the red sari, and he marches in a procession all throughout the community, all throughout the kingdom, and then he comes back and they send the sari back to Kamakya, and then they cut up the pieces. So the king of Coach Bihar gets the honor of wearing mother's red sari as a turban on his head, as the crowning glory of his authority. And every month the goddess actually experiences her course of menstruation here. 17 Tetratra Devata Sarva. Here, all the gods, Tetra, are there. They're here, remain as the soul of the mountains. Parvata Atma, Katangata, and the great souls dwell upon the mountains as gods. So if you're already a god, you dwell as the soul of the mountain, of the Kamakya mountain. And if you're not yet a god, you get to become a god, and you become a deva who dwells on the mountain and does sadhana every opportunity. Number 18, Tetratiya Prithvi Sarva, of all the places known on the earth, Prithvi Tetra, all the Yatra Sarvad, in all the places on the earth, Devi Rupa Smrita Buddhe, where the form of the Divine Mother Goddess is remembered, Buddhe, Smrita Buddhe, by the intelligent ones, remember Smrita Rupa, the form of the Devi, of the Goddess. There Naatra, there is no superior place than Kamakya, Yoni Mandalat. Naata Pratarang Stanang. Kamakya Yoni Mandala. And that, my friends, is the birthplace of Srima's divinity. She was actually born in Big Boy, about 200 kilometers to the northeast, in the most fascinating section of India. I wrote about it, and I put a map in one of my books. I don't remember which one, but if you throw a stone to the northwest, you're in Nepal, and to the due north, you're in Tibet, and then to the northeast, you're in China, and to the east, you're in Bangladesh, and to the south, you're still in the Pahari region, in the mountainous regions of Bangladesh, and to the southwest, you come to West Bengal, and all of these cultures and all of these languages, it surrounds that area of Big Boy, and they discovered oil there. And all of Mother's families, they were engineers in the Indian Oil Company. And it was called Brahma oil. Broom oil. No, Assam oil. Was Assam oil part of Broom oil? It's a branch. This was a branch of Burma oil. And when the British were searching for oil around Burma, now Bangladesh, then they included this region of Big Boy in it. Of all the places remembered of the goddess, there is no superior place than Kamakya Yoni Mandala. 19 Gayatras Chaparamsthanam, the superior place of Gayatri. Srimat Pushkar, the sacred place. Remember doing the yajna at the Pushkar Lake. The sacred place. Srimat Pushkar Amiritam, Amarife Chandikasyad, and in Amaris, that of Chandika and Prabhasa, that of Pushkarikshani. Remember, Prabhasa is the name of Somnath. The very southern tip of Gujarat is Prabhas. And Pushkar is part of the Gujarat in the northern place. Pushkarikshani. Naimishe tu Mahastane, number 20. Devi Salinga Dharini. Puruhuta to Pushkarakshe. Asharocha Rititata. I have to tell you, we were doing yajna in Pushkar on the bank of the lake, and there's a big tank surrounded by temples in Pushkar. And Mother got a feeling. She said, I have to get up and we have to go. And we followed her and we went out of the city there was no, we were on the way to the next village, and there was this little dilapidated temple. It was in ruins. And she said, we have to clean this temple. And everybody got a brush or a broom or a patch of twigs, and we wiped off the mantle over the entry, and it said, Puruhuta Devi. And it was an abandoned village temple. And so Mother made us clean it. And then we did the cosmic puja there. And then we chanted the Chandi. Osharocha Betitata. In Naimish is the great place of the goddess Lingadarini, who supports the subtle body. In Pushkaraksh, there is the place of Puruhuta, and it's on the just outside of Pushkar Lake, whose season is in the month of Ashar, in June, July. Number 21, Chandamundi Mahastane Dandini Parameshwari. Chandamundi is the great place of Dandini Parameshwari. Bara Bhuta Pravidutir Nakule Nakuleshwari. Bhuti dwells in Bara Bhuti, while Nakul is Nakuleshwari. 22. Chandrika to Harishchandra. Sri Guru Giro Shankari Smrita. Japeshwari Trisulathyat. Shukshma Chamra Kateshwari. Chandrika dwells in Harishchandra, and there's a Harishchandra Ghat in Banaras. It's just next to Panigat, where you get the last stop of the Ghats is where the Banaras University stop is. And just before that is Harishchandra Ghat, and there's a Chandrika one there just at Harishchandra Ghat, and there's a great crematorium where Harishchandra was famous as performing himself the funeral rites. Dandini Parameshwari. She's also known as Dandini, the supreme goddess who distributes punishment. Is remembered. Bhuti dwells in Bharabhuti, and Nakula in Nakuleshwari. No, she is called Nakuleshwari, the supreme goddess of Nakula. Chandrika to Harishchandra, Sigiro, Shankari Smrita, Chapyeshwari, Trisulasyan, Shukshma, Chamra, Kateshwari. Chandrika dwells in Harishchandra, while in Srigiri, Shankari. Srigiri is the mountains of respect, and Srigiri is in Gujarat. Is remembered. Japyeshwara is Trishula, and Shukshma im Amaratekeshwar. Amratekeshwar is Shukshma. And she is extremely subtle. Shantari to Mahakale. Sharbani, Madhyababi De, Sharbani Suryatana. Yo, that's the first word of the first verse of the Chandi. Sharbani, she who dwells with all colors, crafts, tribes, and castes. Sarbani Madhya Bhabi De. Sarbani is in the place of Madhyama, in the great place of Madhya Pradesh. Madhyama Bide, Kedarate Mahakshetre, in Kedar, in the great place of Kedar, the goddess is Margadayini. Boiravi Yakie, Boiravi Sa, in Boiravi's Boiravi, in Gayayang Mangala Smita, she's remembered as Mangala. Stanupriya, Kurukshetra, in the beautiful place and beloved stan of Kurukshetra, is Kurukshetra, Stanupriya, the beloved of the place. While Swayambhuvi is in Nakula. 25, Kankale, Durga. Kankal is, she is Ugra, and Kankal is just outside Haridwar. Vishesha, Bimaleshwar in Vishwesha, in Atahase, Mahananda. She is the great bliss in Atahasa to Mahendra, to Mahantake. Mahantak or Mahantaka is another name of Avanti, which is the name of Ujjain, and she is known as Mahendra or Mahendreswari. 26, Bhimeshwari Prokta. In Bhima, she is called Bhimeshwari. Bhima is just south of Bombay. Mumbai, it's now called. Bhimeshwari, again in Vastra, Vastrapate, Punaha, again Stane. She in the place of Vastrapat. She, Bhavani Shankari Prokta. She is called Bhavani Shankari, the cause of the peace piece of the entire manifested existence. She is Asru Trayate. She takes away the tears. She takes away all sadness. She removes all grief. Rudani Twardakotake. In Ardakotika. 27 Abhimukti. Vishalakshi. Abhimukti Vishalakshi. Mahalaye. Mahabharata, the great parts of all the Himalayas, Mahalaya, the residents of the greatness. Gokarni, Bhadrakarni, yeah, there's a Gokarni in Karnataka, just on the Goa border, and there's a Gokarna in the villages of West Bengal. It's very near to it's on the main line. I can't forget it. It's I forgot it. Gokarni Bhadrakarni Syad. Bhadra Syad Bhadrakarni Ke. In Gokarna, she is Bhadrakarnika, excellent ears. And Bhadra in Bhadrakarnika. And also Bhadrakarnika, the excellent ears is in Bhadranath. 28 Upalakshi, Subanakshi, Stabisa, Stanusangake, Kamalaye to Kamala, Prachanda, Chagalandake. Malda is the name of the town. Malda is the name of the town where near to Gokarna. And not it's right in our it's right in the kshetra of Balkeshwar, where I used to live. In Bhairavi, or 25, Nabi May, son of Mukta, that's 27. Go 27, Gokarni, Bhadrakarni, and Bhadra is in Bhadrakarnika, and that is Bhadranath is another name for Bhadrakarnika. Upalakshi, Suvarnakshi, Sandisa, Stanusangake, Kamala Loye to Kamala, Prachanda, Chagalandake. Upalakshi is in Suvarnaksh, and Stanavisha is known as Stanu. In Kamaloye is Kamala. In Kamala is Kamala, Prachanda is in Chagalandaka. 29, Kurandale, Trisanyasyan, Makote, Mukateshwari, Chagalese, Chandikai Syat, Kali Kalanjare Puna. Do you know I made a presentation of all of these places? I made a map and I put their names and I did the 51 Shakti Pitas 4 times because there are 4 different lists, and then I did the 108 Siddhapitas. It's right here on Srima's body. Tirsa se Srimata Cha. Your Shirsha is on Srima's body. Kurundale Trisanyasyan. Makoti Mukateshwari, Mangale se Chandika, Chandiki Sat, Kali Kalanjare Purna, in Kurundala, she is Trisanya, the 3 times of prayer. In Makut, she is Mukateshwari, and I know one Makut. Where is Mukateshwari? It's the end of the road as you go in Kumaon, and then there's a bridle path which goes from Mukuteshwari down into what's the next Jila? After Kumon comes, it starts with P, Paul. P, I forgot. I'm sorry. I can find out. Mukiteshwari, Mandale se Chandika Syat, Kali Kalanjari Punha, Mandalesa is Sandaki. Again, Kali is Kalanjar. And Kali in Kalanjar, and Kalanjar it has too many Kalanjars where there's too many Kalis to tell. If you ask, this is the Kali that they're talking about, the one here in Goti. Shankukarne Dwani Prokta. Number 30. Shankukarne Dwani Prokta. Stulasyat Sudakeshwari and Shankukarna. She is called Dwani, the sound that comes from the conch shell. In Stulakeshwar, she is Stula, she is gross. She is perceivable through the senses. Janinan Hridayamboje, in the lotes of the hearts of the wise men. Hridayamboje, in the lotus, in the heart of the Jnani, of the wise men. Hrileka Parameshwari. She is known as the Supreme Lord of all in the form of Hrileka. So you can travel the whole earth and search for all of these places, or you can go to the heart of a wise being and learn wisdom, and you'll find the Supreme Divine Mother Goddess is Shirshasha Sri Mata Cha. Her Shirsha, the head, is on the body of Sri Ma. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. We'll stop here at verse number 31 and we'll continue in our next session. Thank you all for joining. Boom, boom. Namaste. Hingalaj. Namaste, everybody. Mother's lost her head. Namaste, Kaushik. Namaste, Krishna. Hi, Gopi and
Namaste.
Emily.
Namaste.
Yeah, there's Krishna. And there's Ambe.
Namaste.
And Joe from Thailand, I assume. And Charles, namaste. Oh, we've got so many people to join us today. Thank you so much for taking a tour around India and around all of the sacred tirthas and places where we go to see the Divine Mother. Sheila is meeting. Welcome, Sheila. Goodbye. Sorry, you're just a little late. Namaste, everybody. We'll see you in the morning where Srima is going to chant the Chandi along with Swami Advaitya, and and everybody else who likes to join. Namaste.
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 Namaste.